A comeback victory in overtime? Yeah, in overtime. A comeback victory in overtime against the Chicago Blackhawks on the road in game number 1. We were pretty fortunate to win. We went down 3-0 early in the game and managed to rattle off 4 unanswered goals, basically, with the 4th one being obviously the game winner in overtime. I felt that we were not ready for the push that Chicago gave us in that opening period of the game. And we took a lot of penalties. We took way too many penalties in the opening salvo of game number 1. Game number 1 in the East has not been played yet in the East final because I haven't simulated that far, so we'll simulate right now. And the Columbus Blue Jackets, they won the first game in the East. We gotta get the scoring summary. 3-1 victory for Columbus, so they have the early edge in the Eastern Conference final. We go into game 2, still on the road, no doubt, against the Chicago Blackhawks. We need a better start than we had in game 1. Oh man, we gotta have a better start to this game than what we did in game 1. It wasn't an acceptable effort to begin. However, we did come out victorious. We were the winning team in game number 1. We got heavily outshot by the Blackhawks. You can look at all the stats at the end of the first game. It was hilarious. It was such a crazy game. It started off with the ice entirely tilted in the Blackhawks' favor, and then it quickly tilted back in our favor. How we got it together, I don't know. This team they just do miracles. This Calgary Flames team does miracles. Riley Smith chipping it in to get in on the early forecheck. That's gonna not quite go for an icing. Ekblad hammered around. Perry is waiting on the boards, just perfect for me. Slap shot dump in from Sagan, and I've decided to go for... Why is the whistle blowing? The puck was still in play. You can't blow that dead. What happened to Blum? Just knocked over at center ice by Jonathan Taves. I don't think Blum is going to be any worse for wear after that hit. He's going to have to be. He's going to have to be involved in this series. I can't have any defenseman injuries. I don't even know who I have to replace Blum should he get injured. Whoa! That was a cataclysmic hit by Eller, and he's going to drop the gloves with Olsen. He will oblige. That happened in the background of the game, and now I'm having a frenzy with the controller because Lars Eller cannot fight, but he felt he should oblige. It was a clean hit. But it gets us started off nicely in this Western Conference Final game number 2. Chicago is going to want to take at least the game on home ice now, going into game 3 and then game 4. They feel that they have to win this game. They should have won game 1. They really should have taken game 1. We managed to come back and steal a victory on the road, which is the minimum that you can ask for from the Calgary Flames. Take a game on the road. And we're going to get to our dump and chase, which is what I was about to talk about. I have decided to stay with the aggressive play style and dump and chase. A good attempt on the net from Radek Faksa. Obviously stolen out of the air by Corey Crawford, the great goaltender that he is. We're going to stay. I'm going to show it right here. 1-2-2 aggressive. We were weak side lock in the last game, but we were aggressive on the forecheck. Like our bias. So if I pull up the forecheck, you see how it's biased toward the forecheck there? All the way, maxed out. That's the way it was to start game 1. I got away from that, and then it seemed to work that we got away from the aggressive forechecking style in game number 1, because obviously we came back, we had a victory in that one, it worked out, but I want to stay with this aggressive play style, this aggressive forecheck against Chicago, see if maybe we can get a better foothold in game number 2 to open up at least. It was the start to game. We were just not prepared to start the West Final. Taves behind the net, wraparound goal. It got away from Aaron Ekblad, not Tyler Seguin. Taves has been lethal in the first 2 games in this series. He has 6 goals in the playoffs so far. Not a surprise that a wraparound like that would go in on our netminder. You just can't leave Taves with that kind of time, that kind of space. It's all because Ekblad just couldn't get the puck and he couldn't settle it. And then he lost Jonathan Taves while he was behind the net there. Same thing, win the faceoff and get it in deep. If we win the faceoff, we did not. Villy Leno? That's not Villy Leno. Did that say... Lievo. I don't know why I thought Villy Leno. I think Leno has retired by this... Leno should have retired by this point. He's pretty old. Saucer pass, banked up to Smith. Again, dump in. It's a wrist shot on the net. So it will count as a shot on goal. Get your forecheck established. There you go, Calgary. And no penalties. That's the biggest thing. Play hard, hit them hard, but hit them clean. And don't have any stupid stick infractions either. We didn't get away with the penalties in the first game. Lievo's offside. Not Villy Leno. I couldn't read that name. And I went over the Blackhawks roster when I recorded last night's episode because it was recorded just a night ago. But I don't remember I can't remember the whole roster for the Chicago Blackhawks. I will get more and more familiar with them as the series goes on. I know my team. That's not an issue for me. That's going to be not an icing. I try to milk out the icing if I feel that I can. Now, Ekblad's not going to make a mistake. Well, he is going to make a mistake. He's going to the box. Boarding, I assume, would be the penalty. You can see the black-eyed Aaron Ekblad. And that one's kind of a toss-up for me, honestly. I didn't think there was too much wrong with that. Yes, he hit him into the boards, but it wasn't like he was a few feet off the boards and then Ekblad hit him into the boards. Maybe it's because it was a little bit from behind, but I didn't see too much wrong with that hit from Aaron Ekblad. Either way, PK time or power kill, if you want to call it that, for the Calgary Flames. We are not afraid to go for those opportunities should we get those looks shorthanded. I just want to get the puck out of the zone right now. So Faxa does a great job, slaps it all the way down. Seabrook retrieves it. We got a one-man lone forechecker, which is what I like on the penalty kill. Don't go too crazy with that forecheck on the PK. Clefbaum, got to get some help for Clefbaum. Blum, stay put. Stay put, Blum. At the point, I don't know if that got deflected on the way through, but it was definitely a save. That one's on, and there's a rebound. Clefbaum off the glass, or the boards, rather, and down the rink. It settles nicely behind Crawford, but Leddy still managed to get the puck anyway. That was Sagan's puck for the taking. He just was not aggressive enough getting up there. Dangerous start. And this is the thing that we cannot do, is put the Hawks on the power play, because you've seen the chances they've gotten in the first, what is left on the power play? First minute and a half? Yes, first minute and a half. So now you just got 37 seconds on the kill now. It's not too bad. Isn't it a real 2 minutes? I think the penalty time scaling slider is all the way up. A heavy block by Simon Luff. You love to see that and appreciate that. Another block from Corey Perry. Kumala, I don't like those rebounds that were given up. Go hunt this down, Eller. Burst of speed from Eller. He fought earlier in the game. He just does a deke because the Hawks did a great job getting back on the back check. I kept mentioning, Eller took a penalty. He took a high sticking penalty. I told you, it's what we cannot do in this game and this series, is just take penalty after penalty after penalty. Getting into too much penalty trouble again in Game 2. It hasn't exactly cost us on the power play yet, but we're chasing the game. That's the thing to hammer home, is we keep chasing the game. We chased the whole first period of Game 1. We're chasing the first period of Game 2 already. We're down on the scoreboard. We're taking relentless penalties all evening long. Oh, that was a nice move. Oh, that's a goal. We just look out of sorts defensively to begin. The power kill continues on. Emerton. Oh my God, if he pulled that deke off, that would have been incredible. Luongo with a great play defensively. This is now left for Blum. And Clefbaum in front, point blank. Shaw on his own rebound. We're trying to make it hard on ourselves. We're gonna have to do this in come from behind fashion again. It's not like that seems to be a problem for us, though, based on game one. A defenseman below the goal line. Mrazek makes the save, but then he ends up on his ass. He has to make that second opportunity save, which he cannot. He dives at the puck. I've heard enough of Chelsea a dagger. It's too much for me. Oh. We don't have hardly any offense. We haven't spent any time in the offensive zone because we've been killing penalties. My team doesn't feel slow like they did in game one, however. I've kept saying that my team felt like they were in quicksand for much of game number one. That is not the case tonight, so that feeling is gone. Chandler Stevenson has been run over in a mighty fashion up to... Now, he doesn't have any teammates, so we get bailed out because of that, but then we turn it right back over. Oh, my God. Peter Mrazek's going to be a very busy... He's going to be a very busy goaltender in this game right now, the way that we're playing this. You know what? I'm going to go tight point, and now we're going to go contain the puck. Didn't we go to protect the net defense? Maybe we just need to do that. We also just need to do that as well to Jonathan Taves. Rough him up a bit. Force the Hawks to bring out the ice packs. I'm really glad that we took game one, because imagine that we lost game one, and then we come out in game two like this. You'd be very nervous. Second time in this series, I've tried to find... Oh, Caron took a penalty coming from behind the play. I saw it all the way with my own two eyes. It was Caron with interference. It's a guaranteed interference penalty. And I had control of him, but I don't know why he did a hit. I didn't push up on the right stick to body check anyone. I didn't want him to body check anybody. He didn't even have the puck. Here's the hit. Here's the replay. It was a big hit. I love the fact that it was a nice big hit. You just can't go doing that to people that do not possess the puck. Hawks on their third power play of the period. This is what we saw in game one. This is basically a carbon copy of game one for all intents and purposes. This is a carbon copy of game one. Now, will the outcome be a carbon copy of game one? We're already going to have to do this and come from behind fashion again. We've been laying the heavy boom in this series so far. The hits have not been lacking for the Calgary Flames. The disciplined play has. So I see a chance, power kill opportunity. Tyler Seguin nearly gets us on the board with a nice spinorama move. Luff with a shot back on. Rebound forced wide. Here we go, Flames. Now we're into one. Ekblad hit his own teammate, but that was a very deadly possession for Calgary with no goal to show for it. Simon Luff with a diving block at the puck, but it was saved by Mrazek. Luff couldn't hold on to that. Kumala forcing that issue on what was effectively, I guess, a forecheck, if you want to call it that. Poked free, shot, rebound. Mrazek, way too many rebounds, and he's seated for all of these rebounds. It makes it so much harder to make that second save when you end up sitting on the ice surface, and then it's right there. Oh, my God. Okay, Ekblad, just get it out. Just, jeez. I'm slapping it down the rink. Don't worry. I'm slapping this one down the rink this time. Oh, I felt like I could have passed it or skated it there with Ekblad. We get away with that penalty kill. No more for the rest of the evening. That's it. Stay disciplined. Remember... Oh, God knows. How is that a penalty, though? This one was clean. I think Eller has, like... he had the fighting major, which was a clean hit. And then he took the minor penalty, and then he took another minor penalty. But that was clean, man. That's a clean hit. You cannot argue anything to the contrary with me on that one. That was a clean hit. It's clear who the refs are favoring in this series. They really love this Blackhawks team. Unbelievable that ends up being a penalty. So the power kill continues. I mean, it's the only way we're going to get a goal right now is if we go for it shorthanded. Emerton is rejected by Corey Crawford. Look at Perry getting involved physically. Well, this game in this series has had all the physical excellence that you want out of the Calgary Flames. That was a bad turnover. However, the disciplined play is not there right now, and nor is the defensive play for the Calgary Flames. It's been anything but excellent. So Perry, protect that puck, Perry. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get anything going offensively that I can, but I'm limited. in what I can do due to the fact that the team is shorthanded. I'm going to sky this one. Okay, that worked out, actually. That was a lucky bank to Corey Perry, but not so lucky here on the turnover. Way too many turnovers. We're not fully together as a team right now. It's like the Blackhawks have us rattled to open these games. We just don't know how to get off on the right foot. Drive the net. Drive the net. Facts that the net is not in the corner, buddy. Holy crap. I mean, that was laid along perfectly for you. So we're basically back to even strength. Back to the defenseman. D to D. Pick that puck up. Hit Eller. Eller stay out of the penalty box. Passing it back door. That was Sagan, wasn't it? Ugh. The fact this is a 2-0 game, I feel very lucky for it to just be a 2-0 game. Which means we're very much still in this. I mean, we're very much still in it because we were down 3-0 in game 1 and came back to tie and eventually win. The Hawks will need to score at least 4 goals to get a victory. On the net with that. Very simple hockey. Just right back on the net with that. No mistakes. That was a fortunate block. I'm chopping at this. Of course, Duncan Keith is right on that, and he scores. You can't write this, man. Hawks get another 3-0 advantage in the first period. All right, I got a different game plan for the second period and to start game 3 as well. We're going to be passive. We have to be. We have to have a passive game style. They are tearing us to shreds on home ice, at least in the first period of the first 2 games in this. They've literally just taken it to us. Gotten some big saves from Crawford as well. Just dump it in. We got nothing. Just dump it in. Skate right up to Crawford. Make him take the face off. First line, stay on the ice. First pair, stay on the ice. I skipped that stat. I don't know what the stat was about, but it's not important to me. Luckily, that's not a penalty on Corey Perry, but maybe the officials feel that they've called enough penalties on the Flames so far in this game. I'm going to keep the first line out there. Get another big shift in. Preferably a goal before the period ends. I mean, the Hawks may have to call up reserves by the end of this series, the way this has gone for us physically. All right. Shot. Deflected down. Stay on that. Great forecheck. Perry. Of course, the Hawks come away with it. Big break for the Hawks. Love bothered at the blue line. You got to bank that out to Riley Smith on the wing. Stop. Look. Feed it across. Sagan was not aware. Keith will just wrap it along the glass. Picked up by Liebo. We got a defenseman pinching, which was hunting in on that one. That was a perfect time for the puck chop. Sagan. Shooting, but a save? I'm not sure. Clefbaum back on. This is frantic hockey right now in this end of the rink. We're going to end up not even putting a goal on the board for this period, which is a shame for us. Oh, we got it mixed up here after the whistle. We're going to take a penalty. We got to be careful. We're going to go to the box if we're not careful. I'm skating away from this. And I think I got away with that. There was a slash after the whistle. There was a hit after the whistle. No penalty called. I think if I kept engaging, the referees would have certainly called a penalty on me. Face-off win. Maybe we can push this. Hanowski, let's go. Oh, stay with it. Stay with the puck. It was dribbling away. Crawford's going to seal the net. He had a really good first period for Chicago. You know, when he was called upon, he definitely answered the bell. We're down in another 3-0 hole after 1 period of play, partly due to a lack of discipline and also due to just a lack of defensive awareness in general. Outshot again, 15 shots to 8, which doesn't surprise anybody considering the power plays that the Blackhawks have had in this game. It's going to be tough to shut down an opponent when you just stay in the penalty box for the majority of the period, or the evening for that matter, depending on how the rest of this game goes. You can't let off the gas pedal with your physical play. You can't stop being aggressive just because you're taking penalties or just because penalties have been called against you. You got to keep playing with a pedal to the metal type attitude, if that makes any sense. And that's what I mean. Hit hard to the ice and the puck out of play. Aaron Ekblad means business. He wrecked Chandler Stevenson on that hit. Stevenson saw it coming all the way. That's why he flipped it out of play. He didn't want any part of that Aaron Ekblad physical play. You can see the hits. I mean, we're dominating at least we're dominating in something. We're dominating in the hits category. It's the only thing we've got going for us right now. Oh my God. You know what? I'm pulling Mrazek again. I got to do it. Darcy Kemper came in the last game, and he was excellent. I got to go back to Kemper. I might even start him in the next game. Mrazek has been awful in this series. All right, Kemper's getting in there. I might even change the lines. If we get halfway through the period and we don't have a goal, I'm going to just change the lines all the way around. I'm putting everything in a blender I should probably just put it in the blender now, but I'm going to give this team a shot for the first, for the next 8 minutes of this game. I'm going to give this team a shot to try and turn it around offensively. Darcy Kemper is seeing his first action, and he can't cover the puck. Lievo scores. This is just not our game. All right, I'm putting everything in a blender officially. I'm definitely putting everything in the blender. We're going to go protect the net, and I don't know what to do. I just don't have an answer for this team right now. I don't even know what the lines are. I just put everything in a freaking blender. Everything's in a blender. People are moved around. I'm trying it, and it's just time. Everything on the net. So we get in the zone. I literally Carolina Hurricanes style hockey. I want pucks on the net. If we get it in the zone, I just want shots on the net from everywhere, from the point. You get it to the point. You get it on the blue line. Shoot it. There's a big blocker save on that Ekblad chance. Hanowski back on the net. Deflected on goal. All right, that's a start. Start a fight if you have to. I'm going to whack this guy one time. There's a little shove for you. Just get into the game. Just get into a game. We're going to stay with the 1-2-2 aggressive. Actually, I'm going to go 2-3 when I get a chance to change the forecheck, but I'm going to stay, priority is forechecking. So Toulouse has been moved to the first line. I know that for a fact. He draws a penalty. He's got the puck now. Toulouse to Smith. Turned on, but wide. All right. Sagan settles it. Skate away from that pressure. Back up top. Across. Laxo, shoot. It's a free play. Oh, my God. Pension, Klefbom. Not Ekblad. Klefbom over to Laxo. Shoot again. There's a save. And we will get our first power play of the game. So now a power play opportunity and a chance for the offense to finally kick in. We need at least 2 goals in this period at least. And not to give up another goal in the game. We cannot give up another goal in this game. And I need at least 2 goals in this period from the offense. At a minimum. This offense can strike very quickly for Calgary. Believe me, it can. I know it can. I believe in it. There's a nice chance early off the power play. All right, switch with me. Hanowski through the seam. Eller blocked down. Where's the puck? Oh, I lost it. I wish I didn't lose it. Hawks actually have a chance here shorthanded because of that. Big hit along the boards. We avoid a penalty there. Hanowski just pass it right along the ice. Clean to Kostitsin. Well, that's a dump in on the net, and that can give the other unit a chance to get on the ice, I guess, with an offensive zone face-off. I'll take it. I can't complain too much. That's the replay we're getting? That was basically a dump in. Screw you, EA. Screw off with that replay. We did not win that face-off. We cannot afford to lose face-offs on the power play in the attacking zone. Tyler Sagan. So I'm ribbing this around the boards. Be up there. Sagan is, but unfortunately the Hawks were anticipating. Aaron Ekblad. Pull back away from that. There it is. Toulouse, a slap shot, but geez, man, way off the mark. Not even close. Wrap around. Yeah, that's probably never going in, but might as well give it a shot. Probably not coming back and winning this game. However, we must try. Oh my God, that was the worst drop pass of all time. Oh, go, Sagan. Dart in there. Oh my God, on a platter for Riley Smith, and it just will not go. Penalty coming up. Definitely a frustration penalty. Definitely a frustration penalty. Just the game that nothing will go right for the Calgary Flames. Couldn't get anything going on that power play. We negated the very tail of the power play with a slash. Anyway, the power play was not going to score on that one. We were going 0 for 1 on the power play on that one anyway. Faxa wins it. Back to Simon Luff. But the Hawks are back to what they do best. Get on the man advantage in this series. which they have such a good power play. We just can't keep putting this good of a power play on the ice. Polinen, oh, he was wrecked by Seabrook. The size difference playing a big role in that one. That's an icing. Get your icing. Get it in. He broke his stick clearing the puck, man. Just the game in a nutshell for the Flames. I should have seen the replay of that big hit. Leveled. Polinen got leveled on that one. I hate games like this. We've been chasing the whole freaking game, and Corey Crawford might make a big difference in this series if he's going to play like this. Blackhawks choked away the last game, but they have meant business in game 2. Should have just started Darcy Kemper. I'm flinging it. So be down there. Skate into that, Corey Perry. You got to be kidding. And then he gets pushed into the net. I need more from Corey Perry in this series. He has got to be seen in this series if we're gonna have a good shot at this. Oh my God! Oh, it just shrugs off the hip check attempt. No one's down the rink. So go Faxa! Go Faxa! Go! Another breakaway. Dish off. Emerton runs into the goaltender. No shot on goal. Can you feel my frustration with this game? Stay up there, Sagan. You've been sitting in the box for the last 2 minutes, so fortunately enough, it was the full 2 minutes this time. Should be fresh as a daisy to come out here and put on a good shift. I don't even know what to do. The Hawks team has given us nothing, and then when we do get something, we miss the net. That's yours, Hanowski. Oh, intercepted. I saw the pass. It was right there. Oh, they're going to change. That should allow us to get this puck or not. It's played by LeBlanc. Oh, my God. We can't just can't get anything going. We have no momentum. Skate with that, Hanowski. Huh? Oh, my God. We could have set up a give and go. Literally just the game that nothing will go right for my team. Penalty to Ekblad. A high stick, I think. And I run into Corey Crawford as he tries to get to the bench. Game of never-ending... No way! No way! On the delayed call! He passed it into his own net. Thank you very much, buddy. It's about the only thing that's gone right for us. That's about the only way that we can score is that they pass it into their own net. Great job, Chicago. I will happily take it. We'll go on the penalty kill, but Simon Luff gets a goal as they put the puck into the wide open cage with the extra attacker, and that's how Corey Crawford's shutout is broken. He wasn't even in the net for it. That's hilarious. Jonathan Taves is doing work out there. Is that a momentum shifting play and a turn of the tide for this game? Sagan's way up there. We have to be. We have to take chances now. We really do. We might be able to find a way back into this game if we take some chances now. I'm laughing that's the puck that goes over the goal line for the Calgary Flames. That's the play that gets us on the scoreboard. All right. I mean, we've been the aggressor on this PK. We're going to continue to be. Yep. Backhander. Couldn't get it through. We stay with this play. Oh, my God, Riley Smith. That's why you stay with those plays. Keep grinding. Be little worker bees out there. Why couldn't we stay with that? No shot. No cut to the middle on me. Puck's not got enough momentum for Eller. It does for Riley Smith. He's got handles. He's in. Smith put it on the pad of Crawford. Gets it right back, and then another shot. Oh, my God. A million opportunities and no goal. Smith is just on one in this shift. Look at this shift that Riley Smith is having. He's still got it. One-handed puck shield. Down low, Toulouse from non-angle. Faxa passes it into Crawford's pad. There we go. There's the swing and momentum that we've needed in this game. We just couldn't break through. if Corey Crawford is in the net, you're not scoring on him. The only way that you can score on him is if the Blackhawks pull their goaltender for the extra attacker and then pass it into their own net. Other than that, you're not scoring on Corey Crawford. You're just not. He literally cannot physically even be in the net for us to score on him. Get in there. Push that. Push that hot button issue for offense. Wait, we should have had a turnover and a shot right back on goal. But Bork, you're going to eat that elbow, the flying elbow of whoever was defending that play. Okay, Karan. Slap shot off the rush, 1980s style. Okay. Perfectly played forecheck. Perfectly played deke until Luongo intercepted the deke. Man, this has gotten sloppy. The Hawks don't care. They can play as sloppy of a game for right now as they wish. They have complete command and control of this game on the score sheet. Unfortunately so. It's only my own fault, you know. This team just didn't start off on the right foot again. We're going to make sure to make a difference in that regard when we go to game number 3 on home ice. Eller out of midair, played it to his stick for Karan. Karan, a heavy puck shield, taking it right to the net. Eller sprawled on by Crawford, and that'll be another whistle there. I don't know about you. I don't think Crawford's letting anything actually physically get past him in this game. Oh, that was an instantaneous shot off the faceoff. Just how I drew it up. That's what I wanted. I wanted that Riley Smith shot right off the faceoff. Crawford was aware. You know, are we going to get a replay? Because I think that's worthy of a replay. Yes, it is. Just shot it right in you see the Blackhawks logo right on the jersey? That's where Riley Smith aimed and shot it. Never going to get past the goaltender. Now, if we win this one, I want to actually set up a play. So we win it, no shot. Don't just give away the puck. Back to the point. Ekblad, tee one up. Just tee one up. Have a go. Good shot. Nothing wrong with that. Got to keep doing this to Crawford the whole game and the whole series. I'm serious about just putting everything on the net. We get a shot, we need to just kind of start taking it at this point. See what happens. And they're going to get out of the zone so easily because we were so aggressive off that faceoff. So Perry, work for a turnover. Get a turnover. Get up the ice there, Perry. Get the puck, guys. You're trying to block a non-existent shot. It's pissing me off, man. Perry off the rush. Power move to the net. No, deke. Oh, my God. And backdoor to Perry. Okay, put on. And Crawford smothers it there between the legs. You can't say that for the Calgary Flames there hasn't been creativity in this game in terms of how they are trying to get offense. It's just not breaking. We're just not breaking through. There's a quick shot rebound, and a rebound was forced wide as well. Proud of you for being on that rebound at least, because we're going to have to try to get those second chance opportunities. I don't know that Corey Crawford is letting in the first chance that he sees. He's going to make that first save. Go Paulinen. Go Paulinen. We got to go here. Don't want to help you out. Don't want to help you out. Back to the point. Simon Luff. It'll just be an easy save. Talusti on the net. It's an easy save. Crawford, he's just been perfect. He has actually been perfect in this game. We've caught up in shots, but it's just because we've been relentless with getting the rubber disc toward the net anytime we have possession in the attacking zone. So we've been much less selective about the shots that we're taking, which is a good thing, but, you know, you got to score 4 goals now. You need a 4-goal third period just to tie this freaking thing. 4 goals to tie it. Do you think it can be done in 1 period for the Calgary Flames? I mean, we have scored 4 goals in a period in a playoffs before in this GM mode, but, you know, is that going to happen against Corey Crawford of all goaltenders? I don't think so. However, it starts with just trying. We just need to try. I got my defenseman way up on the play there in Clefbaum. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you on that blue line. There we go. I know Kemper gave up a goal in this game, but other than that 1 goal, he's been... What the hell was that spinorama move? You know, might as well try it. We're down 4. Might as well try it. I don't think we're coming back in this game. I'm running into you. Oh, perfect timing on that body check. Was that Andrew Shaw? That was a big hit on Andrew Shaw. Seguin to the outside from an angle. All right, just put it on the net. Got to have people crash in the net, trying to get that second chance opportunity. Chandler Stevenson is aware of the presence of Aaron Ekblad on the ice. He's scared. The more that they possess it right here, the more time ticks away in this game for the Calgary Flames. We've got to try to get back into this one. I won't shoot this. I can't believe we went offside on that rush. So pisses me off. Granlund. Our dekes are failing so bad. The worst I've ever seen this team attempt to pull off a deke in this GM mode series. They're content to just dump it in. They don't have to worry about it. They can just dump the puck in. And then they can go play 1-3-1 neutral zone trap for all they care. That was a neat release by Honowski. He really changed the angle well. Just didn't get a goal for it. The Corey Crawford that I was afraid of has shown up in this series. At least for this game. We're helping him out a little bit too. I mean, we haven't exactly helped ourselves out. Look at that move by Caron. And that was just too much. Blackhawks had enough of that. Our D retrievals right there. Terrible D retrieval. Just got to throw it out into neutral ice and hope we can get it. Even when we've had one-on-ones with Crawford, though, we haven't scored on those. I think we had a 2-on-1 that we didn't even hit the net. Nice job throwing the body there. Eller, shoot. Bar down and out. Bar and out, actually. Rather, not even bar down. It's just bar and out. It's been the story of this game. It's been the game in a nutshell, man. Can't catch a break anywhere on the ice. Just can't break through at all. Hanowski's little toe drag release. Couldn't beat Crawford with that. We just hit the red metal behind Crawford on the Eller shot just a moment ago. Did we give the first line a ton of shifts? Just let him go out there and grind several shifts. We're not coming back in this game. Just let's face it. Just face the music. This game is a loss. Unless the Hawks get a power play and have a delayed call, it's a loss. And I mean, not even that's going for Seguin. How many shots do we have to take to score on this guy? Just one slash and skate away. Don't take a penalty. Can't afford to do that. Who cares? This game's over. This game's so over. It's got that feeling. So I mean, if none of these chances are going in, we're just not getting a second goal in the game. And they gifted us the second goal in the game anyway. Yeah, just walk the middle and shoot. Yep. Right into the shin pads. Great shot. I said I needed more from Perry. God, that was a mix-up and a half on that zone entry. And that's the more than I needed from Perry, maybe. Big body contact. I got D pinching in. Might as well. Do I just try and just flip it out into neutral ice and hope we can get something? We don't have anything. I don't have an answer through the Blackhawks in this game. And it's just such a huge lead to have to overcome. We can't get to the middle. Can't get anyone on the back door that's wide open. We can't make that pass if it was open. It's been a nightmare game for the Calgary Flames. It's just, I can't explain to you how frustrating it is, but at least I'm not angry over it. It just is what it is. This is one of those games where it's just a case of it is what it is. We're not going to win it. We're not going to come back. Yep. We can't set anything up. Just taking it for what it is. Set a physical tone for the next game. Wear these guys down. We're going to get a power play. Not like this is going to matter, but we're going to get a power play. I'm going to try overload for this one because the umbrella didn't work the first time around. Perry's going to the box for charging. It's about time he started calling something on Chicago. Kanowski, I'm surprised that wasn't a turnover. Down low. Up top. Now on the half wall. Walk to the middle. Shoot. Score. There we go. Kostitsyn. I almost said Kanowski. Kostitsyn picks the spot over the blocker. Is there a chance now? It is a 3-goal deficit with 7-something to play. Can we pull off a miraculous comeback? This would be even more miraculous than you thought game 1 was a comeback. If we pull this one off, I mean, it would take several power plays, several snipes. But hey, push the issue now. You got nothing to lose. Just take a chance now. All right, here we go. Here comes the comeback effort. And it is immediately shut down by that body check. I mean, we can dish them out just as much as you can too, Chicago. It's going to take some fortunate bounces for us to get back in this game. I've seen crazier things happen, though. I have seen crazier things happen. I'm just going to start shooting it off the rush. We just got to get some positioning and just start shooting it. Oh, there it is. Grant, why? Just shoot the puck. How did he not get a shot there? Corral the puck and shoot it. Who's that in the neutral ice? Riley Smith? Oh, my God, man. We got to stretch the ice, though. So what we got to do. What we have to do now. All right, everything is off the rush from here on in. Everything off the rush. Drive the net. Stick shaft save for Corey Crawford. It's on the other side of the rink now. Defensemen need to start pinching in. That's a dump in on net. Kemper, just play it. Sagan should have kept skating to that. I'm rimming this up the boards. No one's there. God, our positioning is god-awful right now. Terrible positioning. Talusti knocks it down, but it goes right to Morin. It's just not a game we can come back. We'd have to get so many power plays in order to come back in this game. And we'd have to score on those. 4 minutes left in the game. 3-goal deficit. Yeah, it's just not happening. Running out of game. Ran out of time. Got too far behind in the game way too early in the game. And we just never had any momentum. But now I'm really just all about just shoot it, skate in and shoot it. Well, hey, Corey Perry has shown up in the game and the series. It's a 2-goal game now. Let's see what we're made of. Do we pull the goaltender? I got to consider it. Too little, too late, it feels like, for the Calgary Flames with that goal. Too little, too late, but it's a morale booster. It is a morale booster. I don't know, man. I used my timeout, by the way, after Kemper got scored on, so I used my timeout a long time ago. I don't have that in my back pocket, but I do have a potential goaltender pull. Should we get there? All right, Kostitsyn, you go up high in the zone. Just fly the zone. I'll get it to you, and you just drive the net. Okay. He got his own miss. Oh, weird shot. Deflection. Perry is back out there. Of course, he's on the second line. So it's not quite goaltender pull territory, but I think if we win the face-off, I will probably immediately pause and then pull the netminder and just give it our best shot at 6-on-4. 6-on-5. Sorry, 6-on-4. I'm assuming the Blackhawks, see, that's a big missed opportunity right there. Just depends on what happens in this next couple of moments of this game. Oh my God, that was close to going in. Now, I'm kind of glad I didn't pull my goaltender, but now I'm going to have to inside of like 2 minutes. Yeah, we got to get a shot there. Have to get a shot there, Sagan. Yeah, I'm pulling my goaltender next time we have possession. I have to do it. All right, the goaltender is gone. It's a risk we have to take now. Sagan off the rush. Over the net by Sagan. He gets his own miss. Sagan, puck shield, turns and fires over the net. Perry in front. Oh my God, what a big save by Crawford. That's huge. Stevenson dumped in. Simon Luff, what a dangerous play that was. No one's in the neutral ice. Perry, pick it up. Perry does. Perry over the blue. Perry to the outside. Corey Perry. Simon Luff shovels it toward the net. Crawford will cover it there. So that'll be, I guess, the second line. I don't have a timeout. Just throw someone out there and hope for the best. That's all we can do now. Hope for the best. We lost that face-off critically. Lost that face-off. All right, I'm getting to the inside. Ekblad, there's a shot on. Way to Bork. Poke check that center ice. Faxa with a power move. Shrugged off and covered by Crawford. I don't think the Hawks are giving up 2 goals here. But you know what? Second line, I'm going to just stick with that. Whatever. Oh, man, what a save. We set that up to perfection. What a big save. I'm going to try. I'm just going to try. Oh, Crawford saving it. He's saving it. And the Hawks have basically won the game now. They have officially won this game. But you know what? I'm going to take some of this action into Game 3 back to Calgary. Tough loss. It's an ugly, brutal effort on the road. And that's how this one will end. You can thank Corey Crawford. I mean, he was a difference maker for Chicago. We did get to him a little bit there in that third period, but an all-around effort that left a lot to be desired from the Calgary Flames. We got to get it on the right track on home ice.